Anyway, guys, my name is Ben.
This is Andrew.
And today we are completing his RWBY Volume 3 journey. Go ahead. Take it away, sir.
Last episode. Here we go. Well, get to see a couple fight scenes between a lot of big names. We get to see a fight scene. Neo, Torchwick versus RWBY. Get to see Adam versus Blake. Get to see Weiss and a bunch of the other students versus robots, like big robots. We also get to see the last episode was one where we got to see what's her name, Semblance, right? Velvet. Yeah, we got to see her.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't announced. It's never announced in the show, but that's what it is.
Yeah, we got to see her weapon. I should say weapon. You told me what her semblance was, but we get to see her weapons and how she uses them. And then also got to see how I didn't necessarily call it like play by play, but I hinted around the fact that it was going to be Pyrrha that gave Cinder the full maiden power some sort of way. The way I was kind of right, because in the midst of everything happening, Osmond tries to rush Pyrrha down into the vault to give her the maiden power to hopefully fight everything going on. Maybe having someone with maiden power can at least help us out.
Okay.
In the midst of this, guess who stops the process? Good old Cinder.
Osmond. Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, good old Cinder. Oh, what's that flying in? Oh, that's an arrow going through. What's the chick's name? Amber's chest.
You know what's really bad about that scene? Osmond said, "Mr. Ark, if you want to help, stand guard." And then Pyrrha started screaming, so he turned around.
Yep.
And then...
as soon as he turned.
If he was just looking in the direction. If you were just looking in the direction that you were told to do, you would have been fine. But what did you do?
You upset. But yeah, and then we got to see Torchwick dead. I have a theory about that. We're gonna hold that. Torchwick to us is dead. Then we got to see Blake and Adam fight. Adam then promises Blake, before I'm done, getting my vengeance, I will make sure it doesn't. So he stabs Blake in the stomach as a little reminder of like, this is about to go down. And he does that. She makes noise, yanks her, and goes, "Don't touch her!" We all know how Yang is. Yang doesn't charges a man's.
She just wanted to have a conversation.
Charging my man Adam. But I add you, I don't know how nice Adam really is with that sword. Oh, I see how nice. He cut her hands swift off. The one that she was going to jab him in the face with. Come on. So, yeah, that's how that episode went. Sorry I was a little jumpy there around with everything that happened, but yeah, it's a little much to take in.
So happy.
Yeah, wow.
Fun and...
Tell you what this. I would say this. If it ends on a bad note, I'll be impressed. Like if it ends dark, like this volume ends dark, I'll be impressed. I'll be super impressed. Because they'll let the bad guys win for a season. I'll enjoy that.
What?
I'll be okay with the bad guys winning for a season.
So we have chapter 12 called End of the Beginning. So we had one that was called Beginning of the End. And that was a flashback of Cinder gathering her people. Now we have one called End of the Beginning.
I'll just say my theory about Torchwick. I think he's going to come back eventually. I just have a feeling. I think it's one of them things where like they make it seem like away and heck that this person's coming back, they're gone. But I have a thing, since we don't clearly see him die. We just see him get swallowed. How many times have we seen anything ever, like, maybe not anime wise, but like movie wise, cartoon wise, where like people get swallowed and then they cut themselves out of the creature? I'm not saying that's what Torchwick did. What I'm gonna say is that I don't necessarily think as iconic and as witty and as just the character himself, I don't think they're gonna throw down a drain like that. I think he's gonna reappear. I don't know when, don't know what volume, don't know how, but he's gonna reappear. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I'm gonna be very disappointed.
I mean, I'm not gonna like.
I'm gonna be very disappointed if I get all caught up with you guys.
If you catch up to me, I will be. Or when you catch up to me, I will be telling you all of my theories about everything I have, because I have theories that I think are just bonkers right now.
Yeah.
Especially since today's Saturday and we're getting a brand new episode of Volume 8.
I do think that Torchwick, like that, actually, but from what we see, we think he's dead. I think he.
Okay. This one is
27 minutes.
Let's say 28 minutes. So it's a long one. I mean, you could say there's the end, so you do have the end credits.
Oh, okay.
But
solid 20 minutes at least.
About 24 average probably. But let's go. This is gonna be the last time you hear the Volume 3 opener outside of the soundtrack, which we'll do pretty much before we start Volume 4. So,
alright.
Because I want to do them at the end of every volume. I don't want to stack them up. So,
gotcha.
So let's go. Oh, and I made him sit through this entire volume in one sitting. It's okay, I bought dinner from them, so.
Some good old pizza. Pizza.
To fill them up with Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you're staying awake.
It's been a hard push, but I'm telling you what, these last 4 episodes have been like coffee to the face.
Fortunately, we did lose one episode, but
oh yeah, that's right.
It was a talk episode, so it wasn't. It's not the. It was probably the best one to lose out of all of them.
Yeah. All right.
Not that it was a good thing to lose it, but
yeah. I know what you mean. They pick up what you put there now. Oh, Osmond's on a different level.
Everybody on board. This is a mandatory evacuation.
A safe zone has been established in Vale. Please remain calm and listen to
they survived,
personnel.
by the way.
Ruby! Oh, I found you. Ruby, where are you? Don't worry, I'm fine. What's going on? Weiss? What is it?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yang.
Hey. She's gonna be okay. The soldiers have a ship ready to take you guys to Vale.
But John and Pyrrha are still missing. Ugh. What?
Look, guys. That giant Grim keeps circling the school. Even the White Fang are pulling out. We all have to go. Now.
We're not leaving.
Ugh.
I'll find them. I'll find them, and I'll bring them back. No. We will find them. Watch after Blake and Yang. We'll be back.
You better be! Idiots.
Okay, I think I have Glinda's number. Where is it? Pyrrha? What was all of that? But, Ozpin...
There's no time. Go. Get to Vale and call for help.
Huh? What are you gonna do? No. No, Pyrrha, you can't. You saw how powerful she is. Pyrrha, I won't let you do...
Pyrrha, don't die, dude.
Hey! Wait, stop! Stop! Pyrrha, please don't do this!
It's Sean! Where are you?
Weiss! Please, you have to stop her!
What?
Pyrrha! She's going after that woman at the top of the tower! She doesn't stand a chance!
Sean, what are you talking about? Where are you?
Don't worry about me! Please, you have to save Pyrrha.
We will. Are you okay?
Ah! Please.
Jean? Jean! I have a plan. You always do.
Who's a good little boy?
Oh no.
This is your home now.
We can.
can do this.
Oof. Achilles. Achilles, girl, you ain't getting it.
It's unfortunate you were promised a power that was never truly yours. But take comfort in knowing that I will use it in ways you could never have imagined.
Do you believe in destiny?
Yes.
It's all right. I got you, kiddo. I got you.
Nothing.
Just turn it off. Without the CCT, there's no point.
Communication down across the entire kingdom. No way to contact the outside world. And Ozpin's still missing.
Yeah.
This is bad, Crow.
Yeah. This is bad.
RWBY! You're awake!
What happened?
Your Uncle Crow found you, unconscious. He got you out of there, though. He brought you home safe.
Wait, Yang! Is she alright?
She's gonna be alright. I think it's just gonna take some time for her to get used to things. She's too strong to let this stop her. I'm just glad to have my girls back at home.
What happened to the school? And Vale? Were they able to clear out the Grim?
Things at Vale are under control, but the school, it's not that simple. That thing, whatever it is, doesn't seem to be dead. Don't get me wrong, you did a number on it, but it's not disappearing. It's kind of frozen. I know that doesn't sound too bad, but it keeps attracting more Grim to the school.
I did what?
Hmm?
You said I did a number on it. What do you mean?
Look, that's not important right now. We can talk about it later. Things are just kind of a mess.
It's always a mess. Mind if we have a minute?
What, I can't stay here?
Ty, please.
Brother-in-law's. Oh.
I'm going. I'll go make us some tea.
Is RWBY a maiden, bro, and she doesn't know it?
So, how you feeling?
I kind of hurt all over.
That makes sense, after what you did.
You guys keep saying that I did something. What are you talking about?
What's the last thing you remember?
I ran up the side of the tower, and when I got to the top, Pyrrha! Is she...
She's gone.
I got to the top, and I saw Pyrrha, and Cinder, and then everything went white.
Anything else?
I remember my head hurting.
The night you met Ozpin, what was the first thing he said to you?
I don't know. I think it was something about...
Silver eyes. That's an extremely rare trait.
So?
You're special, Ruby. And not in the daddy loves his special angel kind of way. You're special the same way your mom was. Remnant's full of legends and stories. Some of them true, some made up. But there's one Oz told me from a very long time ago. Back before Huntsman, before kingdoms, it was said that those born with silver eyes were destined to lead the life of a warrior. You see, the creatures of Grimm, the most fearsome monsters mankind had ever encountered, were afraid of those silver-eyed warriors. They were the best of the best. It was said that even a single look from one of these fighters could strike a Grimm down. It's a ridiculous story.
But you think that I might be...
Well, a giant monster's currently frozen on top of Beacon Tower, and you're here, safe in bed.
Wait, how did you know what Ozpin said to me the night we met?
All those missions I go on, all the times I'm away in some far-off place, it's been for Ozpin. But he's missing now. Something's been set in motion, and with Oz gone, I'll have to pick up where he left off.
Then what can I do? If I'm so special, then I can help, right?
You really want to help? Get some rest. You're in no condition to go anywhere right now. Besides, our enemy's trail leads all the way to Haven. That'd be quite a trip for a pipsqueak like you. Catch you later, kiddo.
Yang?
Ruby.
I'm so glad you're okay.
But I'm not. It's all gone. The school, Penny, Pyrrha, and...
Yang, where are Weiss and Blake?
Weiss's father came for her.
What? What do you mean?
No one outside of Vale knows what happened here. Before the tower fell, the last thing people saw was Atlas attacking innocent people and Grimm destroying the city. Everyone's scared. No one knows who to trust. So Weiss's father came to take her back to Alice, where he thinks it's safe. She's gone.
What about...
And Blake ran! Sun saw her go. After we got to the city, she just ran.
But why?
I don't know. And I don't care.
There has to be a reason she...
No, there doesn't. Sometimes bad things just happen, Ruby.
So what do we do now?
You could do whatever you want. I'm gonna lie here.
Yang...
Just leave me alone.
Lost an arm.
I love
Like you.
you.
Hey,
Hey, John. Haven's a long way to go.
I know. But it's the only lead we have.
And you're sure you want to come along?
The journey will be perilous. And whether we'll find answers at the end is entirely uncertain.
But we wouldn't be here if we weren't up for it.
Then let's get started.
A smaller, more honest soul. It's true that a simple spark can ignite hope, breathe fire into the hearts of the weary. The ability to derive strength from hope is undoubtedly mankind's greatest attribute. Which is why I will focus all of my power to snuff it out. How does it feel, knowing that all of your time and effort has been for nothing? That your guardians have failed you? That everything you've built will be torn down before your very eyes? Your faith in mankind was not misplaced. When banded together, unified by a common enemy, they are a noticeable threat. But divide them, place doubt into their minds, and any semblance of power they once had will wash away. Of course, they won't realize it at first. Like you, they'll cling to their fleeting hope, their aspirations.
Right.
But this was merely the first move. So you send your guardians, your huntsmen and huntresses, and when they fail and you turn to your smaller soul, know that you send her to the same pitiful demise. This is the beginning of the end, Ozpin. And I can't wait to watch you burn.
It's thumbnail girl.
This song here is insane, but I'll let you go for the soundtrack later. So it's
cutscene.
Yes. This one is canon.
This one is canon. Pyrrha's gone, dude. I don't like Pyrrha no more. She's garbage. Hey, yo, rest in peace, brother. Those are very unique.
On fire, bruh.
So there has to be a couple things he can do with Crows then, because I remember when he fought Winter, Crow sitting on top while he was, or like to the side while he was approaching Winter.
Okay.
So I think he must be able to see through Crows. He himself can also. It has to be.
Interesting.
It has to be. It just literally has to be. Because that right there, you say it's canon, so he jumps off a cliff and all of a sudden there's a crow. Come on.
jumping on the moon.
It's the coinkydink. It's a coinkydink. Nah, dude, that's insane, bro. And then Ruby like did some crazy crap, like lost it. So I don't know if everything turning white to her meant like she just like, you know, people black out when they get angry.
Mm-hmm.
She just like white out and like just go on like a rampage, but she doesn't remember what she did, or did she just unleash something and it wiped everything out in the path? Guess I won't know until it happens.
You'll have to find out.
Oh my god!
I mean, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but you know. But so here we have the Ozpin v Cinder. Very, very cool fight. But apparently it failed. So now we have everyone regrouping. She's like saying I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So she's like blaming herself.
Yeah.
And Ying is also obviously out. I mean, the amount of pain that she's probably under probably knocked her out. The Kevin circling the school.
Yep.
Right. So these two run out. And then get
a goodbye kiss.
We get the scene that we've been wanting forever. And she goes up. These two are hatching a plan to get to the top of the tower. Kira fights. Ruby goes up. And
just hit play from here, please. Hit play. I need to break.
Do you believe in destiny?
Yes.
She activated something because Cinder saw it and affected Cinder's plans because she said, "What?"
I got you.
So he unleashed something out them eyes. Them silver eyes do something. I don't know what they do, but they do something.
Then we have
you get to meet Dad.
We have Tai Yang, and
we've met Dad, but we haven't got to actually.
Yeah, so he's animated now.
Yeah, he's animated.
So we have Tai Yang and Crow talking with each other, pretty much saying, you know, Beacon's gone. It's overrun by Grem. The tower's destroyed, so global communications are down.
Yep.
And Ozpin is missing.
Yep.
So.
But in the end, the Ozpin is still alive because captured by whoever thumbnail.
Captured? Okay.
And I thought, is this what? And I had a theory that thumbnail lady was just a cracked out Cinder, like that was Cinder one full potential. But I don't.
That is the narrator.
Oh, really? The narrator has her own character.
So here we're talking about Pretty much everything's bad. Silver Eye Warriors saying stuff is pretty janky. So she goes to talk to Yang. Yang's obviously depressed. Got her arm lost. Right. Blake ran away. Weiss got taken away by her father. She lost an arm. Ruby, I guess, is fine.
Yeah.
But so these guys all set out to Haven Academy. So because Crow was like, hey, she's like, oh, what can I do to help? She said, oh, like, you need a rest. Like, our enemy's trail leads all the way back to Haven. So it's a long trip for you, Pipsqueak. So now they all gather. They're like, well, we don't really have any leads except for Haven, so we're going to Haven. You know, it's like, we need to do something. So she's gone. And then where?
Go back a little bit.
This is where
hit play.
This is the beginning of the end, Ozpin. And I can't wait to watch you burn.
This is the beginning of the end, Ozpin, and I can't wait to watch you burn. So it sounds like when she looks back at us, it would indicate that she seems like she's talking straight up to Ozpin. Like she's like, Ozpin, no, like I can't wait.
Okay.
But
I mean, I would say that we kind of walked up a bunch of stairs and she was looking straight, so
yeah,
she's looking straight back. So these are in order of the introduction. So and the way they were talked about. So Amber, you know, the White Flame Lieutenant, all the way to the last person we met.
Salem. Her name is Salem. By Jen Taylor.
And you said she looked like a witch, right?
Yeah.
Salem Witch Trials.
That's what she's based.
So we have Taiyang Shalong. Salem. And there is a little memoriam for him, and then we have jumped off a cliff and a crow popped up.
I know.
And you're so how was Volume 3?
It was what it was all hyped up to be. That was a lot of loss. And I'm not being not even like funny saying L's now. I'm like, literally there was a lot of loss in that volume.
Would you consider, because you said at the beginning, if it ends on like a bad thing, would you consider this to be a bad?
Oh, the bad guys bad guys seem like they won for now.
So you said you wanted the villains to win for the season.
Yeah.
So
you
said you really wanted it.
You never really see it where the bad guys come out on top. And bad guys, they came out on top. Good. But it seems like Cinder got a little ruined by whatever RWBY unleashed. Cinder got ruined a little bit by her plans got a little demolished by whatever RWBY did. What RWBY? RWBY don't even know what she did. Whatever she did with them silver things in her faces.
So I will not a spoiler because it happened. Pretty much the objective. The objectives that were known was for Cinder to get the full maiden power, and for the tower to fall. Right? Those were the two. Those were two objectives that they were attempting to achieve. Whether those were the only, or if those were just several of the objectives, I will not specify. But those were two of 2/more objectives.
Yeah.
And both were completed. Right. So whatever happens now, who knows? But those were pretty much pretty spectacularly. So for the first two volumes, this show was pretty much like a Rooster Teeth fan show. Like the people that watched it were pretty much just Rooster Teeth fans.
Yeah.
People who were like, I like Red versus Blue. I like whatever else they do. You know, it's I like the achievement hunters. You know, yada yada yada. And then this happened, and it became something so much bigger.
Yeah.
And it is now a hugely successful anime. So that is by far my current most favorite volume. Although volume 8
getting up there. But
maybe it's a year of suspense for me, because I started watching like when volume 7 started coming out. So you're the exact same place I was last year.
Yeah.
Okay. You started to watch when volume 8 came out. So you have an extra season.
Yeah.
So when I finally caught up, I mean, I binge watched it all though. So I was pretty much done in like a week or maybe 2 weeks. But for you, it's gonna be a lot longer because we're doing the reactions.
Yeah.
So I didn't get a lot of this stuff because I was just watching it. Yeah. I was just sitting and I wasn't talking about it. I wasn't analyzing. I was just kind of watching it. I fell asleep, lost a couple episodes.
Yeah.
And I realized until I watched reactions that I had I had fell asleep through 2 full episodes and missed content. And I was like, what? Oh. Like that was in volume 7. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, this is good content. I missed 2 episodes. Bro.
Yeah.
I was so pissed.
I'm kind of mad Pierre's gone, dude.
Penny died.
Penny hit, but like Pierre hits on a whole other level.
Ozpin died apparently. Yeah. Then we had Roman died.
Yeah, Roman.
Penny got frozen on the tower. Like got stabbed in the stomach. Yang got her arm cut off.
I mean,
I will tell you this. I guess I can pretty much say it. I'm planning on making a Fall of Beacon explanatory video where I go through every detail from start to finish, but from the villain's perspective. So where I explain what the plan is and how they're doing it. That is what I'm planning to do. It's gonna probably take me a while because I got a lot of stuff I'm doing, but I do want to get that out though.
Okay.
But so what do you think is gonna happen in later volumes now? Because now we just got to introduce a whole new character.
Salem.
And it was the narrator.
Yeah, Salem seems to be the top dog.
You could say the queen.
Queen. Yeah. I think I have no words. Baffled. They think we're going to see a lot of Salem.
We'll talk a little closer.
I think we're going to see a lot of Salem, but I also think we're going to see a side of RWBY that, well, just discovered. Can't wait. It's going to be lit.
So before we start volume 4, we will be doing we'll be catching. There's one World of Remnant that I did not show you. I will show you, and then we'll do whatever World of Remnants we can do at this point, and then we have the soundtrack.
Okay.
So that'll be like 2 videos, and then there's a this is where they also started doing other little side things as well. So we'll get into those too. All RWBY related.
Okay.
So but we'll get on those. So but that was volume 3. I love this volume so much.
That was a good volume.
And people will come. All sorts of people from all over the place will come to watch your misery.
That
because
was pretty bad.
because once it gets you, there's no other way to cope with it besides to see other people suffer with you. I have watched Pyrrha die over and over and over.
Because you don't want to believe it.
I've seen. Well, no.
Yeah.
There's no way to cope with it.
Yeah.
But I've watched Pyrrha die. I've watched Penny die. I've watched grown men cry over these scenes, and I've seen everyone. Like,
I would probably. This is on a real note, guys. If Ben wasn't sitting next to me here, I probably would cry with Pyrrha. Not gonna lie.
I probably did.
I'm a sucker for sad movies and stuff like that. And if I was alone watching that with my own emotions without having reacting and stuff, I probably would. Not like bald cried, but I would have had tears probably coming down my eyes.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and end. If you guys would please follow us on Twitch. Links will be in the description below.
Help us out.
Please, if you would subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Like the videos, comment. I will be chatting to them. I am working on one project right now, and I will be announcing it probably during my reaction to the new Volume 8. Although this will probably be coming out like 2 weeks later, so probably I'll announce it through a couple of our newer ones. If you're interested in watching RWBY reactions, or if you're a RWBY reactor yourself looking at other reactions, you're going to be interested in this because I think it'll be great for everyone. So on that note, we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.